Hello everyone, welcome back. I got another live for you guys today, whether you join me now or see this later on the YouTube. I'm stringing a racket for tomorrow. I'm super pumped up because I get to play tennis now. The province is letting us play tennis, travel in between zones, so I'm super excited about that. I'm going to be playing with my buddy Finn tomorrow from Fredericton. So I just got to get a racket all strung up because the strings in my other racket are pretty dead. So yeah, I'm going to get started today. I will be stringing my racket with Vocal Cyclone 16. Super good string. I really enjoy it. I might switch though because I'm going to be demoing rackets. Actually, I might switch. I did switch. I actually just ordered a reel of Solingo Confidential. Demoed that string a couple months back before COVID really got crappy here in New Brunswick. So I really like that, and I'll be using that in my Pure Arrow for now, and then I'll be switching my racket, which I mentioned in the last couple videos, in the last live, and I'll be using the Confidential in that future racket, whatever that may be. I'm excited to demo new rackets, and that will be in the next couple months. So let's get this going. If you have any questions at all, just pipe up in the chat. Hopefully we'll get some viewers today. I know last time we got up around 5 or 6 through the whole thing. So we've been growing on YouTube a little bit. So hopefully we can get a couple more people in the chat tonight. And yeah, hope you guys enjoy. And if you're on March break right now, happy March break. Let's do it. Make sure you guys can see me. There we go. I'm also stringing this at 53. So if you guys are curious about the tension. Strings all over the map right now. This is not the greatest start, but we're chilling. We'll be fine. I haven't strung a racket in like a couple weeks, so a little rusty probably. All right, that's good. And I'll put it to the chat. I don't have it on chat right now. Tennis. Perfect. All right, let's do this. The string's kind of good because it does match my racket. Although it's hard in the friggin' head when I'm swinging it because it's so bright. But it does the trick, so I can't complain. No complaining. I'm already on a roll, look at me. Oh, we got our viewer. Hi, Kate. Welcome to the stream. I'm stringing my racket. Getting ready for tomorrow. If you didn't see my message to the camera before you joined. How are we doing today, Kate Lee? That's your name there. How are we doing today, Kate? We're trucking along here pretty fast. Hopefully some more people join. I'm already like halfway down the mains. Oh, we got a little. Hi, Kate. I'm doing well. How are you? I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good considering you're the first viewer on the live, so I'm feeling pretty good about that. Welcome. Actually, how am I doing? I'm actually doing insanely good. I get to play tennis now. I couldn't play tennis. I was literally like having withdrawal. Not a good time. How are you doing, Kate? Doing good? Hopefully you're doing good. making out? How are we making out? YouTube. Page. I have to tighten that one there. This is Oh, we're back with the one viewer. Who is it? What are you saying? It's March break, so I'm just enjoying some time ago. You know what? I'm on March break too, so that's pretty exciting. I know yesterday I was celebrating because, I mean, who likes high school, right? Not me. Yeah, I'm pretty amped up. What are you doing on your March break, Kate? Can you guys, can you hear me all right? I just want to make sure. I know we're already like 12 minutes into it, but I just want to make sure that you guys can hear me all right. And on a side note, looks like we got 2 viewers in here now. We're running on a 10 to 15 second delay, so sorry if I don't answer your question if you have a question right away because I'm a little delayed. You can hear perfectly. Oh, and hello, Chloe. We have another viewer. Welcome. How are you doing, Chloe? Welcome to the tennis channel. Do you play tennis, Chloe? We're just cruising along right now. I'm very good, and no, I do not, but I have lots of friends that do. Oh, cool. Cool, cool. Have you ever watched tennis? Because that happened on our last live. There were some people that hadn't played tennis but wanted to try, but had friends that played also. So do you watch it? How long have I been playing tennis for? Whew, good question. 1 sec. How long have I been playing tennis for? Great question. I've been playing tennis since I've been, oh my God, maybe like 7 years old. I started playing tennis 7 at the Qplex courts. Back in those days, there was only 3 courts up the Qplex. If you're familiar with the St. John area, you know where the Qplex is. But now they have 4 courts at the Qplex. I play there in the summer. I also play at Racquet a lot. But yeah, I started playing tennis when I was 7. I actually first picked up a racket at my uncle's wedding in Mexico. And I wasn't even going to go on the trip. So if I didn't go on the trip, I would never be the tennis player I am today. And I would never have been able to play tennis. So that's pretty cool. So super happy that I went on that trip to Mexico. Yeah. What is your plan for the near future in tennis? And what is my ultimate goal? Oh my God, you guys are killing it with the questions already. Ultimate goal for tennis, my end goal is to be a professional tennis player. If that works out, that would be amazing. I'm going to play NCAA college next year, and that'll be for 4 years. And depending on how that goes, hopefully it's a stepping stone for me to be able to play pro tennis. It's a long ways away, and it will be a long journey for sure. But I'd like to play pro tennis since that's the ultimate goal. But if the ultimate goal falls apart, I'd like to coach tennis or work for Tennis Canada or be involved in sports in some way. So that's why I'm going to be, I'd like to take sports management while I'm at school so I can kind of get into that field. Tennis stories, Chloe said, yes, my grandmother loves watching it. So when I have it over, we frequently sit down to enjoy it. Nice. Actually, my grandmothers love watching tennis. Tennis stories, cool. That's incredible. Crazy how some things happen. Yes, it is crazy how some things happen for sure. Tennis stories. You play tennis. Where do you play tennis, and where are you from? Tennis stories. Cool. I'm just gonna tie off the mains. I'll be right back. You can still ask questions, though. I'll try and answer them for you guys. This ain't cooperating right now. Why isn't it cooperating? Oh, mamma mia. It's not cooperating right now. We'll try this. Sorry, some technical difficulties here. I can't tie a knot, I guess. So that's great. There we go. I did it, guys. Celebration. Booyah. I'll be there in a sec. Sorry if you're asking questions. All right, last one. I'm coming. Boom. All right, knots are done. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, in DC. So you're from the US? That's so cool. How's everything with COVID in DC? I know, at least on the news, it looks like everything's crazy, but it's also crazy here in Canada. What are some sacrifices you needed to make for tennis, and how do you balance tennis in life? Oh my God, these questions are the real deal, Kate. What are some sacrifices you needed to make? I obviously don't get to hang out with my friends as much as I'd like to sometimes, but I love tennis so much. So I don't get to go to parties sometimes or hang out with friends or even family sometimes because I'll be traveling and stuff. But COVID right now is kind of a blessing in disguise because I'm able to do some of those things more, actually, even compared to pre-COVID. That sounds funny because you'd think I wouldn't be able to because COVID and restrictions, but I actually get to do more since I can't play tennis, but now I can. So that's why I'm amped up and we're doing this live right now. So yeah, I guess to continue the question, how do I balance tennis and life? Yeah, that's how I do it. I guess I just answered that. What am I saying? What are some benefits of playing tennis? Well, it depends on your age, I think. If you're a kid and you're getting into it, it's obviously super fun summer sport, especially if you live in Canada. You can play outside with your friends. And in some places in Canada, you can play in the winter if you have an indoor facility. Like we have one of those in Fredericton, and that's super fun. It's also pretty easy. Like I wouldn't say it's easy to learn like the technique and stuff, but even if you and your buddy just went out to a court, you can kind of figure it out. So it's easy to learn that way. It's also really good exercise, so it doesn't matter your age. I'd say super good exercise. You're running, you're jumping, you're lunging, all that good stuff. Well, tennis is fun. Yes, it is a lot of fun. I love tennis. It looks like fun. It is fun. Stringing is not that fun. But I do it anyway because it saves money. Believe it or not, you have to pay a lot of money to get somebody else to string your racket. Annoying. Some people charge like $50 to string a racket. It's insane when you can just buy a stringer and then you never have to pay somebody to string a racket ever again. Good investment if you ever want to save money and you're playing tennis. So main number 1 is done. Perfect. Awesome. What program are you studying in university? Sports management. I'd like to, but let's say there was no sports management. I'd probably go for kinesiology or political science because I'm kind of a political nerd, believe it or not. How often do you need to string a racket? Also depends on the person. For me, when I'm playing every day, probably every 3 days because I'll break the string. However, right now, like I haven't even broken strings because I couldn't play. But there was string in my racket, but if you leave string in a racket too long, it can die on you. So that's why I have to string a new one tonight for tomorrow so it's nice and fresh for my hit. So yeah. I'm kind of having a bad hair day. What's going on there? Sheesh. So I'm starting the crosses now. So I just did the mains that run this way. Now I'm going across. If you've watched a live before, you know what's going on. But if you're new, that's cool. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Beautiful. Does string size matter as well? Man, Chloe, for somebody that doesn't play tennis, you get these awesome questions. I love it. Does string size matter as well? It does matter. For some people, they get a little, they don't really care, but it kind of depends on your playing style. So you can have 16 gauge string, 17 gauge string, 18, 19, and 20. I think I've actually seen a 21 gauge before. This is 16 gauge string, so this is a thicker string. So the lower the number, the thicker it is. So like the thickest string ever sold was, or that gets sold is 15 gauge, I believe, and the thinnest is 20, maybe 21, maybe. But thicker gauge, so this would offer more control on your racket. So yeah. Hopefully I answered your question. As you can see, the string is getting tangled everywhere. That's one thing that sucks about stringing. It gets in the way. What do we got? Whoa. On the days you don't feel like training, what motivates you to get up and go? Whew. Stellar questions we got going here. Yes, thank you. Oh, you're welcome. A very good question. Okay. On the days that I don't feel like training, what motivates you to get up and go? Some days, honestly, if you're not feeling it, it's actually a good thing to take a day off. But I think what motivates me is just I remember how much I love tennis, and depending on when my next tournament is, I always want to be super ready. So if I'm not motivated, I kind of use the tournament to be like, okay, let's go. And let's get ready for this tournament. And also, I know that people are always trying to catch me as far as my skill, and I always want to catch people that are in front of me to get better. So I guess I always just want to kind of reach that next level to get better, right? Because I want to do this as a profession. So if I do kind of feel a little sluggish one day, that's kind of where my mind is. But it is good to take days off too. So yeah. Good question. Hunter, hello, welcome to the MP Tennis Live. If you guys are enjoying the stream, you can subscribe to the YouTube channel. And you can like the video. I don't even know if you can like a live video, but if you can like it, you can like it. We're up to 4 viewers now. That's cool. Hunter, do you play tennis? If so, if you do play tennis, where do you play tennis? You live in Canada? Just so you know, Hunter, I'm just stringing my racket because I'm playing tomorrow and I need a racket to string with, and I'm allowed to play tennis now because COVID. where COVID is going away in New Brunswick, so they're loosening the restrictions, so we're able to play. So that's why I'm stringing her up a racket. The mains are definitely longer to do. More time consuming, I should say, not longer, because whatever, longer doesn't really mean anything. Time consuming, I should say. This is how we do it. Oh, we got another comment there. 1 sec, I'll be right over. Are you superstitious when it comes to anything in tennis? Oh my God. See, a lot of people are super superstitious. I'm actually going to get a drink. 1 sec. Superstitious? Maybe a little bit, but I mean, I know people that won't even step over the lines after a point. Or like there's some guys that need, like on the Pro Tour, that need to have all their water bottles lined up. I'm not like that. That's just a little too crazy for me. But I do have like a routine. So like I need to make sure I do the same warm up all the time, because then I kind of I'm maybe superstitious that way. Or yeah, I like to eat the same thing before like, especially if I'm playing in the morning, I eat the same breakfast usually all the time, which is kind of funny. But other than that, I wouldn't say I'm superstitious. I don't have any like rituals or anything like that. How would you like to be remembered as a person / tennis player? Oh my God. How would I like to be remembered? Oh my God. I don't know. Probably just somebody that worked really hard at tennis and just kind of found a way to become a high level player from, I don't know, nothing, because there's nothing here in Quispamsis, New Brunswick, Canada. Like there's no tennis at all. So just be remembered as a good tennis player, and one that wanted to help other tennis players get better, because I do coach in the summer and stuff, and I want other people to try tennis if they'd like, and hopefully enjoy it, and for them to maybe play in tournaments someday. So that's kind of my goal to be remembered, I guess. Good question. Kate and Chloe, you guys get the good questions today. Also, I'll add, like, not really maybe to be remembered, but to know that, you know, anything's possible. I often compare myself to like trying to be a hockey player from Jamaica, because like I have no resources really. It's kind of funny. Like I have to travel everywhere I go to play tennis. So it's not quite as extreme as Jamaica and hockey, but kind of similar. Anyway, it's cool. You still rocking it with 2 viewers? Yes, we are. Thank you for sticking around, 2 viewers, whoever you are. Appreciate it. Chilling with me. I think one of you said you're on March break. What are your plans for the March break? Yeah, I totally understand. It was always the same being a female boxer in New Brunswick. Well, oh my God, that's so cool. You were a boxer? That's so cool. How long did you box for? And do you still box? Knowing what you know now, what would you go back and tell yourself? Do I answer this question now, or do I save it for a video that's coming out in next week? I think I'm not going to answer that because that's a super good question. But next week will be inspired because of this question, Chloe. So yeah, I'll be doing a video on this question this week, and it should be out next week if everything goes okay. And yeah, Tennis Stories, you're back. Welcome back. What off-court training do I do? Awesome question. I've actually been doing a lot of off-court training as of recently because I couldn't play tennis at all because the closest indoor facility to me was too far, and the restrictions wouldn't allow us to go there. So I couldn't play tennis for like 3 months. So I was doing a lot of off-court training at my gym. So I guess to answer your questions, I do a lot of strength and conditioning stuff, a lot of weight training. It depends on my phase. If I'm in an off-season phase, I do a lot of weights. So deadlifts, squats, you name it, a lot of stuff with weights. And generally throughout the week during an off-season, I do cardio at the end of my workouts. And then when I'm in season, I still do weights, just not as much. But I do a lot of resistance training and speed and agility work in season because that's normally when I'm playing tournaments. But yeah, that's one thing that I'm super passionate about. I love going to the gym, trying to get better and stuff. So I will gladly watch it. The only thing I really do is the ball with the string. When you hit it and the ball comes back, I've seen one of those. That's so cool. I don't actually have one of those, but I've seen them online. They look pretty cool. I was a competitive boxer for about 2 years. I was super dedicated to the sport and achieved many things, but I struggled to balance sport and life and decided to step away from competing. Oh, okay, that's cool. That's cool that you were a really good boxer, though. Will you ever go back? These days I box recreationally and try many other sports as well. Okay, well that's really fun. That's cool how you kind of step away from it and try new sports too. That's cool. I know when I'm all done with tennis, there's some sports I want to try and maybe play too. So whenever that may be, I'll always be involved in sports for sure because I love sports. Anyway, I got to keep the stream going. Thanks for the questions, guys. Those are great. We've been going for 41 minutes. Not too bad. Not too bad. I'm going a little slow on the crosses, though. That's because you're asking me questions. That's okay. I like the questions. If you do have any other questions, just let me know. I'll be just cruising along here. Do you have a favorite player? Oh my God, that's a crazy question. My favorite player. Sorry, I'm laughing at the last question there. Am I satisfied with my life? I'll get to that in a second. Do I have a favorite player? Oh my God. I actually have like a three-way tie, and if you guys really know tennis, you're really gonna laugh at me. But I'm actually a huge fan of Roger Federer, Rafa Nadal, and Novak Djokovic. And normally people, if you like one of those, you hate the other guy because they're pretty much, the three goats of tennis right now. But whenever they're playing, it's really a pleasure to watch them, and they're really goats at tennis. So, yeah. Next one. Just want to make sure I'm getting all the comments here. Not missing any. Okay, the satisfied with your life. I'm pretty satisfied with my life right now. I hope you're satisfied with your life. So I don't know. I'd give it a 10 out of 10. Maybe a 9.5 because I hate COVID-19 and it's messed everybody up. But I'm pretty grateful right now to be alive. So I'd give it a 10 out of 10. I should ask, who's a person that truly inspired your career and has continued to allow you to grow as a tennis player? Oh my God. So many people have inspired me. Probably my parents, first off. They've been super supportive, and my dad played professional hockey, so I've been really fortunate to kind of learn from his career. And yeah, my parents have been absolutely amazing thus far through my tennis journey, and I really appreciate everything they've done for me. So I'd say my parents and probably my coaches, just because they're so knowledgeable. My dad's actually my coach, but I've worked with other coaches too, and I do work still with two other coaches at the moment, and I'm grateful for them, and they inspire me to get better. Do you like Dominic Thiem? I'm sorry, I'm going through the questions here kind of slow, guys, but I want to give you guys a good answer. Do I like Dominic Thiem? Huge fan of him. Oh my God, how can you not like Dominic Thiem? The only reason I didn't give him in my top three, I might as well throw him in there and make top four. There's actually not a tennis player I don't like. Like really, they're all amazing in their own ways, and they're all really talented. So, I mean, even the guys that goof off out there like Kyrgios and Bublik, I mean, they're jokers, but it's still really fun to watch them, and you can still learn things about them and their game. What are your hobbies outside of tennis? Oh, I'm pretty busy. I'm a pretty busy guy, to be honest with you. Pre-COVID, but when I'm not playing tennis and going to the gym, I do like to hang out with friends and spend some time with family. I also have become a video game player. Actually, I shouldn't say video gamer. I've become a Fortniter, actually. Through the quarantine, I do play some other games too, but I've become a little bit of a video game guy too. But friends, family, video games. I used to play golf, but I haven't been able to squeeze that into the schedule because of COVID. And it's winter in Canada right now, so obviously no golf. Benoit Paire, he's a goof too. He's got a great backhand though. I like Paire. He's good. Yeah, he's a good player. So, tennis stories. You've mentioned Benoit Paire and Dominic Thiem. Who's your favorite player? Try and catch up on my stringing here. And thanks for the questions again. Who asked the hobbies? Kate asked the hobbies. And I think it was Chloe. Yeah, Chloe asked the inspired question. Yeah, those are great questions. Dominic Thiem. Yeah, Dominic Thiem's great. You must have been happy that he got the US Open, in September. That was pretty big. It's funny that you said that. I actually rewatched the Dominic Thiem Zverev match this morning. just because I was bored. That was a crazy match, though, that fifth set, if you remember. Crazy. Tennis stories. Are you from Canada, or do you live in Europe, or? I don't know. Maybe I've met you before. I don't know. That was like 5 hours. I know. That was so long. It was ridiculous. Like, it was like they didn't want to win at the end. Oh, that's right. You said DC. Sorry. I forgot about that. You said you're from DC. Yeah, that match was ridiculous. So, tennis stories. You said you had Dominic Thiem's your favorite male tennis player. What about your favorite female tennis players? I know who mine is. I actually do have a favorite. I actually have 4 favorite women's players, and they're actually my favorites. Actually 5. So once you tell me your favorite, I'll tell you my favorite. I don't know, maybe Osaka. Yeah, that's my favorite too. I'm a huge Naomi fan, actually. Naomi is on fire right now. Super happy to see that as a Naomi fan because she just won the Aussie Open. I also really like Iga Swiatek, who just won French Open last year. I'm a Bianca Andreescu fan, obviously, because I'm Canadian. I like Victoria Azarenka, and Shea Su Wei, who had a huge breakthrough at the Aussie Open. It's super fun to watch her too. But those would be my favorite women players that I really like watching. So Kate and Chloe, do you guys have favorite? I'm assuming you guys are girls just by your name, but do you guys have a favorite female tennis player? I gotta catch up here. I'm going slow. Don't want to mess up or anything, though. My favorite tennis player is obviously Cade Nadeau. Oh my god. It's too kind of you, Kate. Too kind. You haven't even I don't even know you. I don't even know you. How do you even know? I don't even know you, but thanks that I'm your favorite tennis player. Do you like Shapo? Yes, sorry. I kind of missed out on the Canadians. I also love Dennis, Felix, Vasek, Milos, Eugenie, Bianca, Leila Fernandez. They're all Canadian, so obviously I'm always going to be cheering for them. I actually kind of left them out of the equation just because I wanted to think about other players, but I definitely love all those guys too and girls. So yeah, super cool. I haven't watched too much tennis, but my grandmother has mentioned Osaka quite a bit. That's one woman I'm familiar with. Yeah, she's a beast. She is a beast. She's awesome. She's really good for tennis and is a really good role model actually for everyone. You seem to be a very great player. Huh? Well, you would never know because you never seen me. But I guess I'd like to think of myself as a good player. I hope I'm a good player. Oh, crap. I see some questions there. I'll be right there. Just trying to catch up here. Give me like 20 seconds. I'll be right there. I wish I could like put my computer on the TV or something, because then I could like read it from right here. I wouldn't have to go up to the computer. I should look into that. I probably could have. Oh, I could Chromecast it. Oh my god, that's something I should do. You guys have a little Chromecast thing. You can put that like Chromecast your screen or whatever. How old am I? I'm 17. Yeah, I think I'm 17. Yeah, I'm 17 years old. Yeah, 17, grade 12. What's my hidden talent? Oh my god. Hidden talent? Pretty good at tennis. Haha. Hidden talent? I used to play hockey. I don't know how good I am at hockey anymore. But I'd like to say I was good at hockey when I was younger. So maybe that's a hidden talent. Oh, you know what? I'm pretty good at doing voice impressions. Believe it or not. Voice impressions and hockey. That's a pretty lame answer. Sorry for that. You're very knowledgeable. Thank you. I don't understand how this channel only has 65 subs. It makes no sense. Well, Tennis Stories, thank you for that comment. We actually just started this channel. Like, we really only started picking it up. Probably, I don't know, a little while ago, maybe like a couple months ago, like really started pumping out content like 3 months ago, like when we really started doing it. We have the YouTube channel, we have Instagram, we have Facebook. We actually have a podcast. I love doing the podcast. We actually just recorded one today. That should be, if it's not up now, it'll be up really soon. My dad's working on that right now. So yeah, we're just trying to get it going. Exactly. As someone who doesn't know much about tennis, this live has taught me quite a few things. This channel is extremely resourceful. Oh my God. Thank you, Chloe. I'm glad that I'm able to teach you a couple things. And I'm glad you learned. Do a voice impression. I don't think so. I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling about it. I'm not feeling it. Do I know Elliot, the impression guy? I actually do. I've seen a couple of his videos. He does a really good Rafael Nadal. Also, Tennis Stories, you should check out, what's his name? Josh Berry. He doesn't do them anymore. I should like comment on his Instagram. Josh Berry. If you look up Josh Berry impressions, I actually think he's better than the Elliot guy. It's like amazing how good he is at it. He does a good John McEnroe, a good Murray, Kyrgios, Djokovic. He does a really good Federer, but his best one's Nadal for sure. So yeah, definitely check out Josh Berry. I think he's better than the Elliot guy, but the Elliot guy is still amazing. So sorry if you guys can hear my dog and cats howling and meowing. I don't think they're too happy that the door is closed behind me, but they're going to have to deal with it because I'm with you guys right now. Is your podcast connected to your channel? Great question. This is our YouTube channel. It's not. You can't find our podcast, I don't think, on our YouTube. But if you go to our Instagram, MP Tennis, at MP Tennis NB, if you click the link in our bio, it'll bring you. There's a little link tree link, and it has our Facebook, our Instagram, our podcast. It's on Spotify, our YouTube. You can subscribe to our newsletter, and we have our website on there. We actually just did some cool stuff on the website, and it looks really good, I think, in my opinion. So yeah, check us out. But the Instagram link has all the information for you. What has been your most extravagant purchase? Tennis equipment. Oh my God, tennis equipment is so it's really expensive, especially if you want to get good stuff. And sorry, I don't mean like getting something that's lesser isn't bad. I'm just saying if you want to get the top of the line stuff. Rackets, depending on where you buy them, sometimes can be up to $300 a pop for just one, like this guy right here. And I have at least 3 in my bag all the time, so that's $900 in tennis rackets just right there. But tennis string for friggin' plastic, believe it or not, some tennis string, like I was on when I ordered my realist string today, $340 for this. So buying a reel of this, which is normally 18 rackets worth, costs $340. So I mean, it's a little stupid, but I mean, you got to buy it to play tennis. So rackets, string. I'm somebody that actually has a lot of foot problems, so I need to make sure I have really good tennis footwear. If you watched some of the YouTube videos, you would know that. Because I did a mobility one, talked about feet and hip and ankles to get good mobility for tennis players. But yeah, footwear too. You wear through your sneakers pretty fast. They're like $200 tennis sneakers. You're lucky if you get them on sale sometimes. But shoes, rackets, and string are the ones that hurt the wallet for sure. So yeah, good questions. Yeah, tennis is friggin' expensive, man. And I mean, rackets don't last forever. So like I need to get new rackets before I go to college this year. So actually we'll be reviewing the demos when I get them. So yeah. Yeah, though, I mean, that's funny that you asked the equipment question. It's friggin' expensive. It is. There is rackets that you can get that are a couple years old that, you know, that might be a couple models old that you can only buy. They might be on for $150. But as of recent, too, they just have Canada has website, like tennis websites that you can buy tennis equipment on. Just in the last 2 years, and before that, you had to pay American dollars because you could only buy tennis stuff from the U.S. Tennis stories. What off-court training do you do? The only thing I do is really hit the ball with a string, and when you hit it back. Yeah, I don't know if I answered that already. Maybe I answered it in head. It's okay. I'll say it again. Off-court training. I do a lot of weight training for Fitness and Athletics. That's the gym I go to. Since I'm kind of in off season right now, I do mostly weight training, and I do cardio at the end of each workout, and they normally last around an hour and 30 minutes. But when I'm in season, I do a lot of resistance band training, speed and agility stuff. Yeah, and obviously my on-court training. I know you said off-court. But yeah, hopefully I answered your question. But actually, my kind of secret mini weapon as far as off-court training when I'm in the gym, I actually work out barefoot. So, yeah. Do you cut out strings when you break them? Oh, welcome, Henry. Do you cut out strings when you break or when they go dead? Both. When I break my strings, I actually cut them out because I need to get a racket strung ASAP because I play a lot, especially in the summer. Not right now because of COVID, but I also cut them out when they're dead too because it's bad for your arm and the ball kind of flies. I definitely notice a difference in tension, especially on polyester strings. Like this is a polyester string that I'm using right now, Vocal Cyclone. However, if you use natural gut or even synthetic gut, maybe even a multi-filament string, they last a little longer. I tend to string with full bed of poly, so it goes dead faster and it loses tension faster. So yeah, I guess to wrap up your question, I cut out my strings when both of those things happen, break or go dead. What kind of jobs can you get when the degree you said you were? What kind of jobs when I get sports management? Okay. In a perfect world, I don't actually want to use the degree because I want to play tennis professionally. If that's kind of the end goal, if I can get there, that would be amazing. But it would really help me with my running facility to help coach kids, get the game of tennis grown in Canada. Sports management is pretty, you can use it in a lot of different ways. I'd like to work for Tennis Canada. That would obviously be really cool. Or even like sports management can help you get the jobs. Like, I don't know, I'm a huge Montreal Canadiens fan. So you could work for the Montreal Canadiens or something, or work in sports management in some way. That degree would help you for sure. So that's why I'm taking it. And I love sports. Dedication, LOL. Yeah. Do you play with pro stock frames? Oh my God. Awesome question. I am a huge tennis nerd if you haven't figured it out because I won't stop talking. Henry, if you know who Tennis Nerd is, go check his channel out because it's amazing. We actually featured his YouTube channel in a recent video that was just out 2 or 3 days ago. He's one of my favorite tennis resources by far. He reviews rackets and strings and reviews pro stock rackets. I don't personally play with a pro stock racket right now. However, that's kind of the dream. If I could ever get my hands on one of those, that would be amazing. PT57s look pretty sweet. H22s look sweet. Have you ever tried those? They look like a beauty for sure. Yeah, I know who he is. Are you on Talk Tennis? Talk Tennis. Are you on Talk Tennis? What's Talk Tennis? Talk Tennis. That sounds so familiar. Can you remind me what Talk Tennis is? I'm just gonna, while you type that, I'm just gonna do my next cross here. Let's talk tennis. Oh, tennis wear. Oh, hi, Christopher. Is there any difference between playing with a 98 or 100 square inch head? I would say yes. Obviously, with a 100 square inch head, you're going to get a little bit more power. However, it really depends on the frame and the brand because you could play something like a head gravity that's pretty tight string pattern 18 by 20 that you might get a little bit more control compared to something like a Pure Arrow right here that I have. But I would say yes, 98 square incher would give you a little bit more control. It's a little smaller sweet spot, but if you want to go for power, spin, the ultimate spin power would definitely be in a 100 square inch racket. Pure Drive, Pure Arrow, maybe like an Ultra 100. Maybe a Speed MP, maybe. Yeah. But I would say there's a little difference. It's not huge, but also as far as a string makes a big difference too. So anyway, Tennis Wearers, Tennis Chat forum. I'm not on there. However, I do go and check that periodically. There's tens of thousands on people over there. Many categories: apparel, rackets, and strings, etc. Yeah. Crazy stuff. Pro stock rackets are insane, Henry. I think it's so cool. I want to like demo every racket that the pros have. Like if I could somehow get my hands on those, that would be pretty amazing. I actually inquired to Wilson, like their distributor here. Like I wanted to check and see if they would ship them to Canada, but it doesn't look like they do. So that was kind of a bummer because the Blade Pro is supposedly, as you would probably know, the H22. So I want to demo that, but I don't really want to spend $300 American to get that shipped to Canada because that's just ridiculous. And I'm not loaded. I'm not rich or a millionaire. So not many of us are. So I think you probably know what I mean on that sort of level. Anyway, good questions, guys. If there's anything else I can answer, I'll do my best. If you're enjoying the live, subscribe to our YouTube channel. And follow our Instagram too, at mptennis NB. We also have a Facebook. We have a website where you can find all our stuff on, and we got the podcast going too. You can find that on Spotify, and I do the podcast with my dad, Chris, the Ask Chris and Cade podcast. So that's pretty cool. We actually had a new episode today, which was really fun. So go check that out if you want to learn more about us. Kind of taking my grandiose time here. Feeling a little slow today. Took me like an hour to do that cross. That's how slow I am right now. And I'm messing it up left, right, and center. Look at me. Oh, it's been a long day, everybody. It's been a long day. Henry, do you string rackets? Do you string your own racket? Or I was saying to Tennis Stories, so I don't know if he's on here anymore, but if you could buy... Oh, Tennis Stories is back. If you could buy a stringer, it saves you a lot of money. Yeah, I've got 2 PT 57As and a few H22s and 1 H19. Oh my God, I'm jealous. I want to ship those over to my house right now. That's actually sweet. Are they like with new paint jobs, or are they like from a while ago? I guess it doesn't really matter, but that's insane. That's awesome. Which one do you like out of the bunch? What do you string those with too? Because I know the PT, I think, is 95 square inch, if I remember correctly. Awesome. Thanks. Love the channel. Keep it up. Thank you, Christopher. I have a Blade Pro too, and it is the same as the H22. Can confirm. Awesome. Oh, if I could get my hands on that H22, that would be amazing. I don't know what that is, but I have a Pure Strike racket. Okay, yeah. I got to go by like the video. Thank you for tuning in, Tennis Stories. Yeah. Sorry, I was a little slow on those questions. Just got to kind of finish this up. I'm not really good at talking and doing at the same time. So that's kind of why I'm taking my time here. Taking a break to talk to you guys. Coming back, finishing. It's funny because I did the mains in like 5 minutes. And now I'm taking like forever to do the crosses. So Henry, do you live in Canada? Like I live in Canada. Or do you live in the US? Or are you from Europe? And also, Henry, do you get your Pro Stocks off of the Pro Stocks site, or do you buy them on eBay, or how does that work? Like, I would buy a Pro Stock off of the Pro Stock shop in Europe. I think they're UK, but it's freaking expensive, and I don't want to do it on eBay because you never know with eBay. I've had a couple of run-ins on eBay where it's not gone great. so I guess I should say a bad experience. But yeah, where do you get them, I guess, is my question. All right. Oh, I got a lot of stuff here. Yes, great channel. Thanks, Tennis Stories. Have a good night. I have one H22 from Karen Hatchinov with V6 paint, one with V7. How did you get your hands on that, dude? That's insane. The PT57A is from Alexei Poprin. I'm Aussie, too, so that's how I know him. Oh, that makes sense. That's pretty cool that you know him. I do string with Luxlon 4G. He's my string of choice. Yeah, Luxlon's awesome. 4G is good, too. I strung that in my friend's racket last time I did a live. Can you upload this video after 2, please? Yeah, I can upload this. I think the other live was uploaded too. I think I might even automatically upload. What racket would you recommend for any new players, or does that really depend on the person? That's a great question. For new players, definitely depends on your age, because obviously if you're a little kid, like below 10, you obviously don't want to have a 27-inch racket because you're not going to be able to handle it. 10 plus, like if you're playing junior tournaments, I would suggest maybe like a Pure Drive, a Pure Arrow, maybe like a Pure Arrow Light, Ultra Light, a Burn 100, something with 100 square inch. String that up with a hybrid would be my recommendation, just because it's going to be easy on your arm. You're going to be able to get a lot of power out of it since you're going to be little. That's for little kids. But even if you're a beginner adult too, I would probably suggest that too. Just only because you're new to the game. You're going to want some of that free power. However, if you want to make it hard on yourself, you can go for a player's racket. That'll make you learn pretty fast, but it might not be really enjoyable because you're going to have to generate all of your power. So that would be like a Prestige or like an Ultra Tour. They're actually discontinued, or maybe like a Dunlop CX200 Tour 18x20, but those rackets are intense. But yeah, I think it really depends on the age. Yeah, the age. Because also, like, girls and guys can use the same rackets. So, yeah. Hopefully that answered your question. Hi, I'm still alive. Okay, no, good. Did I answer your question, Chloe? I don't know if I answered that the way you'd like it to, but oh my God, my fingers are too big right now. I can't string right now. It's time to go to bed. Yeah, I don't know. Henry, do you get like that? Because I don't know. Sometimes I just feel so slow in I just can't do it. I literally have one cross left after this, and then I'm done. Feels like I've been down here for ages. There we go. Very helpful, thank you. Henry, if you're still here, so you got your pro stocks from Alexei Poprin, I think I'm saying that right, and Karen Hatchanoff. That's pretty cool if you got them from them directly, or did you like order them from somebody else? That's pretty cool though. Because I would like to get my hands on a pro stock eventually, just because, you know, it's a pro stock. I'm gonna cut some of this. Come on. Why does it do that? I hate it when it does that. Freaking hate it. It's annoying. See if that made it any better. Why you gotta be doing this to me right now? Oops, you cut me out for a second. I'm back. Well, welcome back, Chloe. We're glad to have you back. You didn't really miss anything. I'm just trying to get this silly old string through this hole. This is not how I want to end the stream. I never have problems with this, to be honest. Come on, man. Here we go. Be nice. Being a pain in the rear end here, isn't it? Worst part of stringing by far right here, this part. Yes, let's go. There we go. And look at that, a little mess up too. I got sidetracked. Where did I mess up? Aha, I see the problem. I'm going to have to go back though, because I'm not playing with a racket like this tomorrow. I haven't strung in a while. Sadly, we're going to have to go through that hole again. If you ever, what do you call it when you sew? Sewing. If you ever sew, it's kind of like that. There we go. Come on. I'm going to have to pull this again. Okay. Okay. Where did I mess up here? There it is. Oh, haha, yes, haha. Super funny, haha. Somebody waved. Hello to the person that waved. You don't have a name, it just had a little YouTube button. So I don't know who you are. Note to self, don't cut your nails before you string a racket, because I don't have any nails in the side of the fingers. What? I think I was getting too excited about you guys, and I lost track. Booyah. All right. There we go. Where did I mess up? Okay. Okay, go under. Okay, good. There we go. Sorry, not the most enjoyable thing to watch now, guys. Not really fun to be watching me mess up, but it happens. There we go. I'll be over there. I see a question. Are you going to talk to me or... Oh, hi. I am going to talk to you. How are you doing? Who's your tennis crush? Oh my god. Tennis crush. Anna Ivanovic retired. Caroline Wozniacki, Jeannie Bouchard. You can look them up. Jeannie Bouchard, Caroline Wozniacki, Anna Ivanovic. I think that's it. Yeah. Caroline Wozniacki, she's retired too. Oh my god, I'm almost there, guys. The hands are getting tired here. Can't imagine people that do this for hours and hours every day. Insane. Their hands must be dead. Okay, last time. Boom. Gotta tie this now. Come on, get in there. Cut this a bit. Did you look them up, Chloe? Tennis crush? I'm sure you're doing that right now. Looks extremely satisfying. Are you talking about the tennis crush or the string? Shoot me. Not bad, not bad. I have yet to, but I'm planning on the stringing. LOL. Yeah, all done. All ready for tomorrow. I'm probably gonna wrap things up here in a couple minutes, but if you guys have any other questions, you can ask them now while I pick up the string and stuff. All right, everybody. That's going to be a wrap for me. All done with the stringing for today. An hour and 31 minutes. I mean, not great stringing time, but I was talking to you guys and was taking my time like I always do. So just kind of hanging out. So thank you guys for watching today. If you enjoyed the video, please sub. Please like the video. That'll help us a lot. It will help us get some more content out there for you guys. And we'll be back soon with more content. Anyway, thanks for tuning in today, and we'll see you guys on the next one.